Hi everyone, welcome back to Petrania Tuesday Media Training Tips. So I'm here with my friend Christina Madison, and she is a public health expert. So you've been called on to talk on a number of issues, and I've worked with you, I've coached you on certain, things about being prepared for an interview always, because you just never know when they're going to call you to do an interview, right? So yes. One of the first things you need to do is be ready visually. So you say makeup is key, right? So you always kind of have a makeup bag ready to go.
Yeah, if I don't have it on in the morning before I leave for work, then I definitely have a makeup bag ready to go so that I can put something on. Typically, a red lip is very catchy, and a little bit of mascara, and I'm good to go.
Even if you don't wear makeup on a regular basis, if you're going on TV, you gotta have something, because then you're gonna look washed out, right?
Yeah.
Especially if you're in a studio and there are plenty of lights. So what Christina has on right now is perfect. It's not too heavy, but you can still see she looks great on camera, right? And then looking at what she's wearing right now, she's wearing a shirt inside, but she's also wearing a jacket, a sweater outside. And this is great because a lot of times during interviews, they're gonna be clipping a mic on you. See how we clip a mic on her like that, and then she can hide it behind this cardigan. And if she doesn't have that, it's just kind of awkward, and you kind of have to go inside your shirt and that kind of thing. And you've gone through that experience, right? Being interviewed.
Yeah, so wearing a dress is definitely
really
awkward
difficult,
because you have to feed the mic through your dress.
Right.
And if you're out in the open somewhere, like that could be
a
little dicey. For instance, I did an interview last night, and I wore a wrap dress, which was really convenient because the wrap dress allowed for that collar, but then I also had the belt that they could clip on the mic too. So that was very helpful.
And also think of your jewelry, right? So, but during an interview, the jewelry can hit the microphone, or it can create kind of lots of noise, right? And you brought some examples for us here. It's beautiful, and it's good, looks good on camera, but you got to think about it making noise as well.
I tend to wear this bracelet because it's very thin, and then occasionally I'll wear a watch, but typically I won't even wear a watch, and very little jewelry on my hands.
And your necklace right now, it's pretty high up, so it won't touch the mic.
High up and simple.
Audience, so you don't want to wear anything there. It's more distracting for them to look at than listening to what you have to say. Right?
You don't want your message to get lost.
And also we're talking about just dressing what's appropriate to the subject that you're talking about, because you're in healthcare, and when you talk about public health, sometimes an interviewer will say, hey, can you come in your doctor's coat or your white coat, right? So and that's why you say you have that ready in your car.
I have had the combination now of a media ready bag based on your lovely advice. So typically we'll have two pieces, so a blouse and either a skirt or a pair of pants, and a cardigan. That's kind of like my uniform now for all my media assignments. If your outfit is not fitting correctly, you have to try it standing as well as sitting. So
do a sit test.
Yes,
before you go.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they don't want any other distraction other than what your messaging is.
But I think if you come prepared and you dress the part, I think that adds to the confidence, right? Is that kind of your experience?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. The number one thing that I've been told is, wow, you're so prepared. And of course I tell them, well, I've had media training. The expectation is not going to be that you're going to come in being perfect the very first time you do it. You have to practice at it.
It's just your visual opportunity. People are doing businesses out there, whatever fields you're in, that opportunity to be on camera is really important.
It's anyone who wants the confidence to be able to speak well on camera, because let's be honest, everything related to social media is on camera.
Right.
So even just someone who is an entrepreneur who wants to promote their business, they need to be able to look good on camera because that's what your audience wants to see. And your ability to come across well to your audience, it's really key for your overall presence.
I know, people say, hey, it's about what I'm saying, but if people are distracted by how you look, what you're wearing, they're not going to hear your message. So that's kind of the bottom line.
Yeah.
All right, Christina, well, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm glad things turning out really well for you.
Yes, Petrania is the best.
Thank you, Christina. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode.
Bye-bye.